Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. It's going to be an exciting year. These are going to be your tarot readings for the North Node by sign and house for January 2022. And remember, you're going to want to watch two videos, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. If you're going to notice, there could be a little bit of a different look. Ever since December 27th, we had a complete power outage at our place due to a major winter storm. So we had to take the show on the road, so to speak, and we were at my friend's business, and they were kind enough to let us film here. So if it looks a little different, that's the reason why. So let's get started on the videos. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for everybody with their North Node in Sagittarius and or the 9th house. I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table, as always, represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. This side over here represents the 16th of the month to the end. Okay, so big month for you, North Node in Sag and or the 9th house, okay? This month is all about, it's like planning and doing things for your future, okay? Big things that are happening and that you've been thinking about that, I can see, okay? There's a lot of energy that's put into this, and I'm seeing that what I'm getting for you in particular is not looking so much like a balancing between looking at the big picture and the big perspective of where you want to go long term, and then also the smaller perspective of what steps you need to do right now in order to move forward in your life. So it's about this balancing of focus, big picture and small focus picture, okay? And there's a lot of energy. I see that a lot of you are going to be using your creativity. There's ideas that you have that you want to move forward with. There's also some things where I feel like there's this energy physically, mentally, and emotionally that's behind you that and you're really feeling it, okay? You're really feeling that energy. Now, for some of you, you might have these desires, but the energy might not be fully there yet. You could be struggling with something like maybe even like some health issues. So the desire is there, the energy and the desire to move forward, but like not feeling up to it. Take care of yourself. It's gonna pass, okay? If you're not feeling physically up to what you're feeling mentally and emotionally, it's going to pass. Just continue to take care of yourself. Now, for others, here's the interesting thing. There could be something within the structure of your life that could be turned upside down a little bit, and it could have happened already, like through the fall, and already happened and you're dealing with it, or it could come up the beginning half of this month where you feel like, in a sense, your foundation and world has been turned upside down. The reason that happened was to kick you into gear, and give you the energy, because when things happen like that, it motivates us, like when something, an event happens with our life, it is a motivation. I'll give you an example. If a person all of a sudden has a health challenge in their life, and let's say they haven't taken extremely great care of their health, but all of a sudden they have a health challenge, that challenge then can motivate them to make the necessary changes. They might have motivation that they wouldn't normally have, because that situation put charged energy into their life to have them meet that challenge. So that's what I mean, like it could infuse you. So whatever has happened with you, the structure, that part of that is what's motivating, and that could be anything. It could be motivating you. It could be because a situation happened in your work and career, in your family, in a relationship, whatever it is. I do feel like it's more like your work in the world, but for different people it could be different things, okay? But it's giving you the energy, whatever situation has been shown to be giving you turmoil. When that does happen, and if it did happen, it's giving you that energy to move forward. And remember to balance those energies of long-term focus and short-term focus, of where you want to go. Now the second half of the month, there is a situation where I feel like you could feel like you don't have enough help and support around you, and that it's something that because of possibly this blowout that or whatever the situation was that has been transpiring or did transpire, you could feel like you're not supported. But that is going to change. That's like a temporary passing feeling. I feel like what is going to happen is, when you make the changes that you need to make in your life and start moving forward, remember the key for you is deciding on your path, your one path, making a decision based on your passion, your inner truth, because that's what this lifetime is about for you, North Nodes and Sag in the 9th house, okay? It's about finding your path, your inner truth. Now, with your South Node in Gemini, or the 3rd house, that making a decision could be really hard, because you're used to seeing lots of different sides of everything, okay? The benefits of lots of different things. So finding that one inner truth, that can be a challenge. But what you have to do is, here's a key. Anything in your life, if it stimulates your mind and imagination, be wary about it. If it's just interesting and stimulating to your mind and your imagination, because you're thinking of the possibilities, you're thinking about it, be wary about it. If something stimulates your inner passion, not so much the mind, but you're feeling it from an intuitive sense, like your intuition, you're feeling it and you're passionate about it, that is your guide. That is what is directing you. But see, that's where you could get tripped up, is when you rely on, that's interesting, oh yeah, that's really cool and interesting, yeah, and you start, and that's not your truth, because that's just that Gemini South Node or 3rd house, where you're seeing the possibilities, because there are, the Gemini 3rd house path is the path of many paths. Okay, there's lots of ways, and it's like looking at lots of different ways. The path of the Sagittarian North Node and or the 9th house North Node is more focusing on a more direct one route, like finding your truth and your passion. Not the many truths, because there are, but finding your particular truth and going with it. And so that's what I'm really seeing this when many of you are going to realize that, you're going to be like, wow, okay, what is it that really like makes me passionate? Not just stimulates my mind, but really gets me, feeling like that inner passion and drive. And that's going to be the game changer, to where you have the ability, for a lot of you, to make really long-term, permanent, good changes. Okay, remember that to like wish big. Don't think small. Like, think big, and narrow down that path. Think, every time you have an idea, if it seems like it's too wide open, keep narrowing it down based on your intuitive inner guidance, okay? And that's what I mean again about the focusing on the big picture, the long term, but also the short term. And the other thing that's going to come up this month is, I feel like by the end of the month, a lot of you are going to have a newfound optimism, and you could already be feeling it, like this whole, like a little bit optimistic. Even if there's issues going on, there could be this underlying like feeling of optimism, like even if you're struggling, I can get out of it type of a thing. And go with that, because you right now are really, really being helped by a lot of like universal energies that are around you, trying to help you get on that path. Because we honestly, like, the world needs people like you that have the courage to follow their inner truth and their inner path and forge that path. Because truthfully, a lot of the people that are north nodes in Sagittarius and or the 9th house pave the way for other people to follow. So like your path to happiness that you forge from your inner guidance and your inner truth could help a lot of people also follow in your footsteps. Almost like there's like a guru type energy. And even if it doesn't seem that way, like it doesn't have to be, like a guru in Tibet or something like that, but it that's part of the energy too. But it could be like, for example, someone who's a parent who has this north node, and then they begin to follow their inner truth and their path, and then that is an inspiration to other family members, to their children if they have any, or just anyone, even their significant other. So by you following this path, you're actually trailblazing and opening up a path for other people to follow to their happiness. So it's kind of a big deal and an important thing. So anyway, good work. Let's make 2022 a great year for all of us, and stay on our most optimal future timeline. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you could hit that like button, it helps a lot with the algorithms. And if you could shoot out a quick comment, whatever it is, much appreciated, because like I said, it does help us with the channel. And if you could take a couple of seconds to do that, it'd be much appreciated. So thanks so much. We'll see you on some more videos, and many blessings.